Okay, let's get this show on the road. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Breakfast Spelunky for the 17th of April, 2020. Day, I don't know what of quarantine. I've lost track. It's over a month at this point. I think after a month, you just count in 1.1 months or something. Whatever. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all safe. I hope you're all healthy. Hope everyone's in good spirit. And what is going on the little thing on the arrow there? What is that? So I know that there's weird stuff, always like Olmec and whatnot, and Ankh. Is that the pug? I don't think I've ever seen that. That is so weird. I knew it. Sorry, Brett. I can't. This is. I just like blue. It's like a very, very pragmatic decision. I got this hat from someone. I didn't buy the hat myself. On my two surround speakers, one side is the New York Yankees and the other side is the LA Dodgers, but it's more for the New York LA thing, right? I'm like just like bi-coastal. So sorry. Sorry, Brett. Please don't leave. Hey, X. Hey, Sportprint. Hey, Unparalleled. Wherever you are, whatever time of day it is. We've been streaming a lot of Noita, and I'm going to go into that later. It's super fun. We've been doing it a lot more. We're doing almost every day. I would tell you to ask people to follow us on Twitter and Twitch. Sorry, mostly Twitch. So you can actually get updates when that happens. Because we don't have a schedule yet, it's kind of hard for us to do that. We all have full-time jobs, sort of, kind of. Some more than others. But anyway, all I'm going to say, wait, why is the audio? It's really quiet. I know that my audio is probably fine, but let me turn up the, well, sound effects volume. Oh, I know what happened. I changed that. Wait, let's see. Is this too loud now? Ugh, man, I'm so production value oriented. We'll see. We'll see. Let me turn up the volume on my end so that I hear this a little bit better. Because to me, this sounds pretty quiet. I'm not sure exactly why that is. Settings. There. Maybe that's better. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Dodgers are originally from Brooklyn, so they're both my team, both New York teams. There are a lot of old Brooklyn folks who still root for the Dodgers. Does this count as online Spelunky class? I don't know. I'm not the person dispersing university credits. That's those are my employers at USC. But yeah, Noita is super amazing. Such a different game than Spelunky, even though we kind of think of these things as like similar genres, but I don't think they are. Hey, Docky. Joined the stream last night. Most of them are not Europe friendly time-wise, but yesterday was easier for me. Yeah, we could do that earlier, but earlier is easier for... I can do that, and I'll try to do that. It's just that for Nick, it's always the evening. Kevin says, I'm just here for the elective credits. Cool. Tobias, so how many in a row have you beat now? Just preempting here since you never remember. I don't know. All I know today is that I beat the PlayStation Network daily prior to this. So I am going for the double daily today. But I don't know. You'd have to actually go back on YouTube and just look at the last few videos. And, me not knowing is maybe better. Because if I knew, I'd maybe lock up, maybe freeze or something. So let's just try this. I could do, as I say, I'm for sure able... Sportprint says, also Don DeLillo's Underworld is a great book that dips its toe into the topic. Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, man, I wish I could... Well, wish. I don't know if I wish. Baseball has not opened its doors to me in terms of my willingness to engage with that sport. But also, hey, I'm European. The only real sport is the true football. I guess I have to say, come at me, bro, after I say something like that. Like, I'm a big... Like, if I'm going to play a sports game, video game, it's going to be FIFA. Right? That's just the thing that's going to happen. Which I've tried to get into, and the Magic the Gathering style version of it is wild. and I think banned in a lot of European countries because it's gambling. Let's see. Tobias says maybe you should get a bot in there that can tell you each time you beat it and it remembers. That would be pretty helpful. Hey Hacksaw. Sporeprint says any kicker babyfoot. Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. You can't get through college in Germany without playing that game. I wish I was good at it. I'm probably not terrible at it, but Germans are so good at it. Like, I can't play it on that level and never was able to. Daki says Noida is more fun for me when I don't treat it like Spelunky. The lack of timer and optional mods make it so different. Yeah, and we did talk about that a little bit on the show last night with Bennett. And there doesn't seem to be a real clear consensus on what it means to quote unquote play the game right, which is great. Like, I love that. Like, for me, it feels, and you'll hear this if you listen to the show today, it has like this really interesting push your luck thing going on, where sometimes you'll be at 10 health, but you're already at the exit, and then you're like, well, there's no ghost, so there's nothing keeping me from keeping exploring, right? But it's always a little bit of a push your luck thing if you're doing that at low health. And then, of course, health resets in the intermediate phases. So it's such a different game. So hard to compare those two. And it's like there's such a sense of wonder in the special effects. Like, there's so much going on in that game. Okay, let's grab this. Is this worth a rope? No, it's definitely not worth a rope. Okay. Hexel Space says mild kicker babyfoot explanation, please. I'm sure my imagination. It's table. You mean table soccer, right? Or Tisch. In Germany, it's called Tischfußball. It's the you have like a bunch of kickers on like little bars that go across the table, and you're spinning them. And when I say spinning, if you spin them in a German bar, that's terrible. That's you showing everyone else that you don't actually know how to play the game. Fußball, exactly. Maybe what you mean is something different by kicker babyfoot. If that's the case, I apologize. Yeah, because you guys call it foosball. I just know it as Tischfußball. Docky says, I lived in New York City in 99. Everyone told me baseball was super boring to watch. I believe that's true, but if I say that, then Brett's going to unfriend me. It's too long. It's too long. I'll explain what I mean by that in a second, and then people can, like, destroy me in the chat. Sportprint says, I love how a lot of French rail stations have municipal babyfoot tables. Cool. Hacksaw, also how bombs refresh. Yeah, that's a cool one in Noita, right? Where you hit up the spell, the wand refresher that just resets all your like max items. Docky says someone needs to design an MTG style game using those Panini football stickers. They kind of are. That, I think that's a little bit what FIFA is, but they don't really have the Panini football stickers. And also, sorry to everyone who doesn't know what that means. They're in like Hanutas and Duplos, like all the Ferrero style chocolates, and you get like a catalog. It's like baseball cards, but for football. I'm gonna look at the chat later. Brett says, I'm sorry your brain is too affected by modern life to properly enjoy baseball. I didn't grow up with it, right? I feel like like when I talk to my colleagues at USC who are like big baseball fans, you had to grow up with it, it feels like to me, right? If you didn't, then you're missing out on something. Like the whole, like, whatever that inning is where they play the song and everyone gets up and sings along with it. If you're not privy to that, that feels like a cult. Like, I was in the stadium with my colleague Tracy Fullerton, and I was just like, this is wild. Like, I don't understand what's happening here. And I think the people who are into it and understand what's going on, you don't question that anymore. That's just what you do. Oh man, I really want those gloves. Oh, I started watching baseball in my 30s because I started coaching. Oh, okay, that's so some other form of buy-in, right? Some other form of buy-in. It kind of sounds like a fun thing to coach. And I don't know if Little League or what, like, this is me assuming you're coaching Little League. If those games are as long. Like, I don't know, do they play the full innings and the game is just as long? Because that sounds crazy. Where is the key? Oh my god, I missed the key. Are you kidding me? This is... I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. I have 7 ropes. Where would it... Okay, maybe someone can tell me. Not there. Okay, let's focus for a second because I really, really don't want to miss the key. It wasn't down there, right? Well, let's keep going back up. Has to be somewhere. It's not there. What? Wait a minute. Really? It's all the way up there? Come on, this can't be real, right? Oh my god. Okay, I guess I'm bombing my way all the way over here, because where else could it possibly be? I just looked everywhere. Well, I have enough bombs, thank god. I could have also cooked bombs over there, but I don't really like doing that anymore. I've died to it one too many times. There's a key. Okay. Yeah, and I'd like to get the pug, but this seems pretty sketchy. Also, I should have way more than enough money now to get the... Yeah, that's fine. So let's go all the way to the left to make sure that the ghost appears over here. And we don't have to do any ghost dodging. There we go. That's fine. Ah, let's not get hit by that spider. Let's get the money, because why not? Okay, let's get out of here. Oh yeah, I could have climbed my way there, you're right. Okay. XL says baseball is just background noise for expensive snack delivery. Taki. I mean, when I saw it in the stadium, for me it was background noise to chatting with my friends and drinking really expensive beers and really having really expensive food, but also liking the taste of it because the view of Dodger Stadium is not as nice, I hear, as the San Francisco team, but it's pretty nice. Like, it's a nice, like, hilly background. Docky says all sport feels like a cult, to be honest. I don't get any of it. I think if you engage with it on the deepest of levels, you're probably right. And I stopped doing that around 26, I think. Hacksaw says, I think competitive DDR is the best sport. I can't really argue with that. Hexel, cult sports are fun if you buy into them just a little. Yep, I agree. Kevin Thompson, yeah, that was really frustrating key placement, but the large bomb pact was helpful. Yeah, yes, it was. Docky says, you know how sport you don't follow sounds boring and niche and jargon filled. That is all CCG, MOBA, MMO chatter. It's a lot of that stuff, right? And you're kind of hitting on the head by using all the acronyms. Also, wow, you have the Colin avatar. I do, because I had to switch to my Office PC at home and I didn't transfer the save, so none of the characters are unlocked. No glove, no love. Mama Sweets, expensive. Oh, hi, Mama. Expensive food or expensive snacks? Because that's 2 different levels. Because I think both. Oh, it was a hot dog. Is that food? I don't know. It was delicious. It was delicious because there's something about eating that like under the sky and in a stadium. Any Bundesliga fab, says Sportprint. So yes, and it's because I grew up near Frankfurt. Like, so Frankfurt, even though they've rarely been a top team in the Bundesliga, I can't not love it, because the ritual there was taking the train to Frankfurt, and then the stadium, I don't know if they still have the same one, was off in the forest. So you had to do this half-an-hour hike into the forest to get to the stadium, which incidentally, oh, Alex is here. He knows. He's from there too. Which incidentally is where I saw, the only time I saw Prince live in 1988, I want to say, for the Love Sexy tour, which was an amazing, amazing show. Alex, I'm sorry, it's not the Darmstadt team. I know that you guys all are rooting for our home team of Darmstadt, but it was never the Darmstadt team. Even though I know they got a lot better later, but yeah, I should have a soft spot in my heart for Darmstadt because I did live in Darmstadt for 16 years of my life, and studied there pretty much all the way up to the last 3 years of PhD land, 2 years of PhD land when we went to Berlin. But yeah, I did all of my schooling in everything in Darmstadt. Okay, don't move that. It's going to explode, and that's bad news. get out of here. Docky says hot dog is delicious non-food. Also, outdoor food with booze is always better. I could not agree more on that. And the beers are expensive, but it's kind of the only time I'll drink a Coors Light and it tastes like gold. Spore Print's so cool. I work wine harvest in the Rheingau often and love cycling on the Rhine. I used to do that all the time, Spore Print. That's fantastic. I love doing that. Docky says, see beer gardens. Oh, man. We were scheduled to visit my dad in a small town called Idstein near Wiesbaden, which is where my dad lives. And it's always like us going to Darmstadt and hanging out with friends in beer gardens, and obviously it's not happening. Docky says, oh my God, I saw Prince. Yeah, I'm happy, right? Because I had tickets. There guys in Darmstadt. Yeah, I had tickets to see Nirvana, which in '94, which of course got canceled because Kurt Cobain decided that didn't want to hang out, didn't want to stay in this world. And yeah, I've always regretted it. So since then, I've had this like pretty long bucket list of things and shows that I want to see. One of the big ones for me. Oh, is that the? Oh, it's the black market already. Man, I kind of feel like the game's treating me nicely today. Oh boy, not that way. Not if I forget that I'm not. See, so what happened there, classic, is that I thought I had the paste and I didn't. So that's gonna come back to haunt me if I'm not careful. Sportprint, the Wiesbaden spa baths. Yup. So I took my wife there 2 years ago. Yeah. Wiesbaden is a gorgeous, gorgeous town. Also amazingly pompously stuck up and rich because it's what we call a Kurstadt. It's a spa town. Like it's an official designation to be a spa town. And boy, oh boy, is that town rich. Wealth plus Germans is a dangerous combination. Okay, what's going on here? I'd like that, but I'm not going to engage. Well, let's see if we can... It doesn't look like there's a lot of money around. Right, because I'd rather hack my way through all that stuff. Nah, this doesn't look like it's worth it. Well, whatever. Let's just use a couple of bombs here. It's fine. There's enough bombs in the shops, I think. As I say this, I'm not actually sure that that's true. Let's see. Hey, ShadowDX. Okay. Let's get that. Let's get that. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Oh, wow. They already cleared out? That doesn't happen a lot. Well, let's not push our luck here. This is unnecessary. My Sweet says, have you been playing the new Zachtronics game? I don't know which one that is, honestly. Is it Exopunks? Or Exopunks? I haven't... The Zachtronics game... Oops, that was too close. The Zachtronics game I played most of was TIS 100, which was just the right amount of complex... Wait, this is not good. Was just the right amount of complex systems and weird, like, fake manual for me. I'm getting the impression that the other stuff is too crazy for me, even though I'm a computer scientist, or maybe just because I'm a computer scientist. Like, it's just too much for me to deal with. It's like, I don't want to code in my free time. I don't think those games are necessarily for me either, to be honest. Again, because of whatever you want to call my predicament of being a computer science professor. Oh, everyone's dead. Where am I time-wise? 225. Let's go over here. Let's get the ghost to show up. I don't like this. See? That's why. There. Cool. Malek Sintez. Oh, wow. No, I haven't played that yet. Sportprint says, I showed at a friend's wedding near Mainz and I showed up in a friend's wedding near Mainz in a rented white Jaguar. Not my choice. Obviously, with V-spawn plates, and everybody thought I was a GI from the base because of the damn carbon plates. Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to deal with that. I mean, there's a reason. All of these are reasons why that's where I grew up, right? My parents met there in 54. So, because my dad was stationed in Wiesbaden. My dad's from Pennsylvania. My mom's from Wiesbaden, born there, actually, where also my two brothers were born. Mima Sweet says, another banger. I've been playing all his old games this week to the point I barely touched Spelunky. Good. You forgot the Ankh. Did I? Oh, God. I think I didn't, right? I think I picked everything up. Kevin Thompson, I love reading about Zachtronics games and seeing them succeed, but I only ever enjoy the easy puzzles. Once it gets difficult, it just feels like my day job. I agree. I tend to agree. I liked the TIS 100, like comparing code efficiency with your friends. That kind of felt fun because it turns out that I can't be bothered to be efficient, and that people like, I think Adam Saltzman and of course John Blow were just like destroying my scores, or I couldn't even get close to what they were doing. Sportprint F says, anybody played Damage in Transit? Programish Sokoban. I have not heard of it. Docky says the familiar errors in Spelunky are satisfying to apply a comfortable solution to. Yup, I fully agree. Chris Hall, Sam really enjoyed Infinifactory. Sportprint says, I remember Frank Lance recommended it. Yes, and I did play Space Cam. I think, wasn't that the first? That was the first game from Zachtronics that I played that I really liked for a while. Docky, likewise, I don't like Zachtronics stuff because code is work to me. Yeah, I like to play Spelunky pretty loose, although at this point I think my muscle memory doesn't allow me to do that anymore because Ix always tries to urge me to go into the spaceship and all kinds of other stuff. ShaddyX, haha, poor Andy getting psyched out by Mima. Yeah, Mima, I don't code to save my life, so it's a nice environment to play with it. Yep, I bet that's true. You got the Ankh after that message. Good. Thank you. Yeah, I got it. Wait, yeah, I got it. I was just like, where is it? Oh, it's overlaid on the heart. Okay, let's recall where I am in game. Just trying to get out of here, right? There's no reason I need to like be particularly good at this part. Just need to get to the caves. So I'm a little bit on the fence here, right? Like I think it's actually safer to stick the shopkeeper and then do this, right? Yep, that is safer. Let's change weapons. Then trying to get a clean shot, because you have to hit the shopkeeper, I think, 3 times, and it can go really wrong. Sportprint loves Baba. I love Baba Is You too. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think Baba Is You is genius. There's also a thing about Baba Is You that's just like so cool about the mechanic. Do shotguns have limited use? They do not. They are non-depletable, non-exhaustible resources. Is there anything? No. Well, there's a 12-pack of bombs up there. I kind of feel like I have to. I have 13 bombs. Why am I even considering this? Why am I even considering? It's not worth it, right? It is what we. Oh boy, not good, not good. So now I can consider it. Because, well, no. Come down here. Come down here. Come down here. Oh boy. Oh my god. So I hope everyone saw that. Because that was such a Benny Hill moment. Right? Like the shopkeeper just like, I get so lucky on the shotgun timing. Right? That's what just happened. I got lucky on the shotgun timing. Like the shopkeeper just walked by me. Okay, this isn't great. This isn't great. Let's wait this out for a second. Like there's no reason for us to rush into this. I don't even know what the best solution here is, to be honest. Like the best solution sometimes is just drop down into it. But also I have 28 bombs. So let's go crazy. Oh, and one of them is already dead. Let's just drop into it. Oh no. How the hell did I manage to time that so well? Well, that even says you used up your luck. For sure. Brett, yeah, I deserve this one. Brett says, played like a true Yankees fan. I'm not a Yankees fan, but I'll take it. To the alien ship. Okay, so I find myself now in unfamiliar territory. Right? So I don't know. Let's see. Let's not die a second time, right? Why is that dude stuck up there? Let's not die a second time, and let's instead do something. Well, come on, dude. Come back here. Come back here. Okay. Let's get out. Why couldn't that have happened? Ix says alien. Okay. Where's the... I mean, I still have to find... There still has to be the ship, right? Like, it's always in the upper corner or an upper corner. So I don't know the mechanics of that thing, like, at all, because I just generally don't care. This counts as a win if you go in on the mothership on 3-4. Is the mothership always on 3-4? Because I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. Go to the worm and the mothership. Okay, you're getting it. Let's see. Okay, always on 3-4. Let's trigger the shopkeeper. Let's grab a throwable. Got it. Yeah. Ah, boy. Such a bummer. Okay. Wait, let's get that crate. Wait, Ix, are you saying the mothership is literally always on 3-4? Like it's never not there? This is how much I know about Spelunky. Let's see. Hexel says crashed spaceship in background ice world texture. It does look cool. Improvisational Spelunky is the best kinda. We'll see. Sporeprint, in the spirit of Noita visiting a new biome. Tobias' famous last words, let's just, yeah. This guy runs a Spelunky podcast, by the way. Runs is a strong word, Mayama. I think we all kind of co-run it. Like that thing, quote unquote, runs because we're 4 people. Right? And we have all different levels of engagement with the Spelunky show. And let's face it, at this point, I think everyone knows that we're gravitating towards a more general game design style. Okay, let's just trigger this dude again. Come on. There we go. There. Okay. Mothership is literally always on 3-4, 100% of the time. Cool. Got it. So here's what we're going to do here. Fine. Oh, well, at least I get the... If I just heard correctly... Oh, whoa! No, wake up! Wow. That was unnecessarily close. That thing can't shoot at me anymore when it's on the ground, right? No, it can't. Good. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen now. Oh boy. Nope, don't die. Come on. There we go. And then let's get rid of those. I'm a very careful person. Right? I don't want to deal with any of this. I do want that though. Okay, where's the exit? Right there. And we're on 3-3. Great. So let's bomb our way through here. Don't ask me why I'm still getting the money. Okay. Oh boy, free jetpack. Shall you exit the crew or the Three Musketeers? Which one would Andy be? We're 4. Isn't the third part of the Three Musketeers the fourth Musketeer? Get the jetpack. Did it? I'll look at that later. Very careful person after the jungle. Yeah. Dart Andy. Okay, let's see. So now is the part where I will go into the... Okay, let's first do this. Okay, so now it has to be in the upper right. Alright, so let's just go over here. Okay. Learning something about my favorite game. So the first thing I'm going to say before, there we go, right? Thank you, Brett. Thank you. Probably the most well-read human being I know. Athos, Porthos, Aramis, and D'Artagnan. I used to have the D'Artagnan part of the beard. I don't think that counts anymore. Like in my 20s, people referred to me as, when I also had longer hair. Here's our pop spelunker, so I vote D'Artagnan. I do like D'Artagnan. Or D'Artagnan, I guess. That's how if we go all French. Okay, so I do not know. See, I mean, yes, this is a new save, but I'm pretty sure. So if anyone has some hot tips, Hexel, okay. How does Benefati fit in? Benefat's the historian. Is there a historian? Plasma, cannon or bust. So I can get the plasma here. D'Artagnan. He's the Black Iris. Don't die. I'll try. Daki, I only knew D'Artagnan for years. Took me so long to realize Musket Hounds was not wholly original. Don't ride the snake in the mothership. What? Benefati is Splitter? Shadow says I played Getting Over It, so Bfod must be the Cardinal. Yeah, he's our nemesis. So... Oh, no, that's not... That would have been really sad. I have 4 health. I don't know if that means... Okay, so I'm trying not to get hit by those things, obviously. What if I just shoot them? Oh boy. There's a lot of stuff going on here that I do not like. Wow, this is so weird. Like, I see how this is interesting because instead of going down, you're going up. Huh, and potentially getting crushed. If you're not careful, is what I'm feeling right now. Oh boy. And the shopkeeper. Okay, thank you. Thank you for being a friend. Nope, don't want to deal with that. Oh boy, let's get out of here. Okay, everyone, what do I do here? Let's see. Daki says, oh wait. Wow, there's 2 alien lords that shoot purple rings, and there's a plasma cannon near a giant alien lord at the top. Low fat, okay. Ix, lots of force fields in the shotgun is very dangerous. Ooh, okay. Just occurred to me that kicking rocks in Noida is basically getting over it. Interesting. Mama Sweets, the unofficial name of the purple rings is Donuts. I like donuts. Ix, Benefati is Splinter, and they are all Ninja Turtles. Possible. Ix, Plasma Can, top left. Got it. Top left, bomb cascade up. Bomb cascade up? I guess he's the one. Oh, Brett says Aramis for the historian. I guess he's the one who becomes the head of the Jesuits. Tobias, those shopkeepers are real entrepreneurs exploring alien ships to find prime shop locations. Mama Sweet said stick like 3 or 4 bombs below the alien queen. Twitch plays Spelunky. Yep, that's what this is. Daki, the mothership is interesting because they often wish I could try a different theme of Spelunky adventure with the same skill set. Okay, so upper left. Can I just do this? Oh boy. Can I? Let's get rid of these. Oh boy. No, 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 no. Get don't. Move, move, move. This is terrible. Let's get out of here. So I'd like to kill those things first, right? So that, oh man, that alien up there is bumming me out. Okay. Okay, careful. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What just happened? Oh, that happened. Oh no. So Mime, I think your warning came 2 seconds too late. Don't shoot, your bullets might get reflected. Well, there you go. That's what happens when you don't know what you're doing. I tried. I'll get the next time this happens. I'll try it again and again and again and again. I think I've never seen that Mother Alien Metroid style thing before. And so when I kill it, it drops the plasma cannon. Is that what's happening, or is the plasma cannon underneath it? I don't know. Ick says unlocked all the journal entries except for the plasma cannon. Chris L. Hall, was it a reflected shoddy bullet? I think it was, yeah. Safer to bomb the aliens from below. I really want detailed replay, rewind, reframe control for Spelunky 2. Oh yeah, I hope that exists. I also noticed that Noita has a cool little, like, look at your last few seconds death kind of thing to make animated GIFs, which is kind of cool. So here's what we're going to do, I think. Well, Kevin, looks like we both messed up. So here's what we're going to do. I think I am going to exit out of this. Is there any preference for what I should be playing for the remaining 22 minutes? Which will probably be a little bit more than 22 minutes. Or a little bit less, depending on how the game goes. I kind of don't want to... I think Noita... Yeah, let's just face it. It's Noita, right? That's what we're playing right now. That's our going into the depths. I blame the lack of Totoro coffee today. I had it too soon. You're right, Docky. You're right. You're 100% right. I have to time that better. I had the coffee before, and I did this dumb thing where a couple of weeks ago, because we were running out of coffee, I started like rationing coffee to like a coffee a day. Then we overbought coffee so much that I have like 6 bags of beans in the freezer, and they're taking up too much space. I'm giving them to friends. And I still somehow only drink 1 cup of coffee. Maybe that's healthy. I don't know. I kind of miss drinking 2 or 3 cups of coffee a day. Okay, let's switch the game capture over to Noita. Just make sure this works. Looks like it does. Wow, Brett says it's not healthy. 5 is my minimum. Healthy, unproductive. Kevin Thomas said unproductive. I get weirdly unproductive when I'm high on coffee. I mean, I love the feeling, but man. Docky says Noita random start mod. Can I just do the daily for today? 19 pounds of coffee in my house. Brett, I don't have a house yet, but if everything goes according to plan, then I will next week. We just did the final walkthrough yesterday of the house we're trying to close on. Daily is basically the same as a random mod. Okay, well, let's try that, right? Because it's easier for me. Thanks, Brett. Good for you. Yeah, it's we're excited. Hopefully everything goes well. We're in the last stages. I also make a pretty strong coffee. I do a pour over of 30 grams on a 350 gram cup of coffee, and it kind of blows me out of the water in the morning. But I do like a strong tasting coffee. Okay, so let's do the daily run. So the audio, if the audio mix is at all off, please let me know. Okay, let's see what this is. It's kind of underwhelming. Well, it's 8 damage. The splitter bolt is not great though, right? It's not fast. It dies out pretty fast. It adds to the spread of the wand. Thanks, Evan, for letting me know about the audio. Tobias says it'll be first real look at Noita. This game is fantastic, Tobias. Right. So, for those of you who don't know, the key of this game is that you have spells. That's like what I'm hovering over right now. And you have wands that have slots that you can slot these spells into. Right? So this wand, the parameters are, honestly, as you get better at the game, the parameters almost don't, they matter. But they start becoming second nature. And I don't want to give away too much about that conversation because we had that on the show that's going up later today. They become integers in your head. And I wonder, I know, Docky, you're here, and I know that this has been a point of contempt for you that you weren't super into. As you play the game more, my impression is that this stuff becomes just, you look at it and you're like, yeah, now I have a basic idea of what this does, right? So if it has 3 slots, and they will always be fired in sequence because it doesn't shuffle. It will only cast 1 spell at a time. Some cast 2. There's a 23 or 0.23, a 230 millisecond delay between individual casts. And then when you get to the end of the wand, it takes 370 milliseconds for the wand to recharge and go back to the first spell. And then it has a max mana and a mana charge speed because each spell has a mana use, right? So if I hover over the spell, you'll see it drains 5 mana. And then there's a capacity, which is the 3 slots, a spread, which means how wide is the spread of the bolt, and then basically what's on the wand. That's it, right? And then sometimes it color codes them based on saying that, well, it considers a shuffle wand to be worse, so it says it's coloring it red. But the cast delay and the recharge time on this wand are amazing. It only has 1 slot, and it doesn't have a high mana max, so you usually slot in something that fires super fast, right? And I learned that one from Zach, so I have to get credit where credit's due. You also start off usually with a water flask that you can use to douse yourself when you're on fire, but now I just got a concentrated mana flask, which I only can assume I can also use to douse myself. Ix, the game is very good. Haven't figured out yet if it's going to completely suck me in or not, though. Well, it's kind of doing that for me right now by necessity of the show, which is why we did that in the first place. Docky says I still have no idea what any of those values are, and I don't think you have to. That's all I'm going to say, right? I think I know now because we talked about it so much, but I think over time these things they go into muscle memory, and then you know the region, right? Like, the one example I will bring is, like, if my health is under 10 and I'm at the exit of a biome, I leave. If it's above 20, I'll probably stay. But those are fuzzy values, right? So it starts turning more into, like, if I had 2 health in Spelunky, I'd go back, explore. But if I only had 1, I'd leave, right? Docky, the UI may as well be in broken Portuguese, and folk say genius, and you get used to it. It could be, I think it could be discretized by the designers and we'd be fine, right? It could be like ballpark, like it's like good, bad, better. You'd be fine, right? Chris says, since the shuffle wand only has 1 spell, does that mean that the shuffle doesn't matter? Exactly. That's exactly what it means, right? The shuffle doesn't matter for this wand. Babadabadoo, Docky, I just shoot my wand in careful area, and if the green bar is small, I leave. All of these things are valid. Watching Zoe Streams podcast got me wanting to get it. It's great. It is a great, great game. I highly recommend you get it. Okay, so let's get into this. Let's continue. Okay, so with tab, I can always, tab. I'm playing on mouse keyboard, but one of these days I'll switch back to controller to see what that's like. I don't care. But with tab, you can turn this on to just hover over stuff, right? And then you can see what it does. You can switch stuff out of different slots. I use the mouse wheel to switch between them. You can also use the keyboard, which I think some people say is better. And last but not least, you can use a key to kick stuff. And if stuff falls on people's head, they drop double the amount of gold, and gold is important. So there's a wand right here. You can always see the wand's a little bit highlighted. So again, this weapon is not the best. Well, it does a lot of damage. Right, so I'm going to take this wand no matter what, because I have 4 wand slots. Better on mana. not good on recharge time. Reduces spread. Has 2 capacity. Doesn't shuffle. Right now it has a summon egg, which I think has a familiar in it. Let's just get one of those out so you see what that is. Okay, so see that's usually an enemy I really hate. Oh, and also sometimes, yeah, you start usually with something that has a bomb on it. That's this one, right? So I'm not going to throw a bomb because that's what you use to bomb through the walls. Let's see. Docky says, I do like that it has such a different approach and what that lets me play. Yeah. I use the huge health boost mod to help compensate, which I think is perfectly cool, and it's great for learning and great for everything and great for everything, right? Because everything works, right? I wish I could get to that wand, but I really don't know how, right? Because I don't have sticky bombs. They won't. I don't go up. Maybe I can just drop a bomb here and it's good enough. Let's try that. Let's put a bomb right there. Come here, my friend. Don't get caught up in that explosion. Oh man, my buddy's gonna blow up. See, now I can't get there. This is kind of dumb. That wasn't super smart. Please don't light me on fire. Okay. Negative spread pulls the beam up, if I recall correctly. Interesting. I did not know that. Can you douse him? Oh, I guess I could have doused him, right? What do I have? I have worm pheromone flask. I guess that's going to lure the worm. Concentrated mana flask. I don't know. I haven't engaged with the worm. I've seen the worm once. I don't know what the worm does. Man, this is very sparse. Not a whole lot of enemies here. At least not yet. Yeah, this isn't working. Okay. I sometimes like to just kick stuff down a hole, because whatever's down there is probably not gonna be friendly. Now, one of the recommendations in that video that we posted from this pretty cool, funny, very cozy speaking British guy, I think British guy, at least has a UK British style accent, is that you should go out of the first biome with like 300 gold, which requires a lot of exploration, which I don't really have the patience for all the time. Guys, help me here. You guys supposedly are my friends. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Let's do the concentrated mana flask to get that off. Okay, so the concentrated mana flask will serve as a way to get sludge off of me. Ugh, I don't want to get involved with that. So that thing just creates more of the sludge monsters. And does drop a lot of gold. Does drop a lot of gold. So let's see if there's a... Nah, let's not do that. Nick's trying to teach me to be less willing to murder myself. Let's just bomb my way down here. Oh man, is that thing inside of a... Let's see if I can get there without using a bomb. Oh. How about you guys take care of those? Thank you. Wow, good job, man. Good job. Thanks, everyone. Oh boy, I need to get out of here. Okay, quick, douse. This is not working. This is not working. I'm at 44 health. Quick. I need to find blood or water. There we go. Okay. Now, another thing that I was told yesterday on the stream, which is fantastic, is that you can... So let's find some water and I'll say what I'm going to say. So let's get that. I just have a slot open. What does it do? It has this cast on it. Ix says, is it good to be covered in blood? Very good. It increases your crit chance by a lot. The worm appears if you damage the temple too much, says Sporeprint. Among other scenarios, I rarely have more than 100 G when I leave, says Docky. Yeah, same here, but I'm trying to get better at that. Sport Print, Simo. Exactly. That's the streamer whose Norda stream is on YouTube. That is amazing. Blob down. Blood, right? Docky says, I kind of want a Noida puzzle scenario mod. Ooh. I would like that. Like where you could actually submit your own puzzles for like certain seeds and you could build it out and then share it with the community. That sounds amazing. Like here, play my version. That's sort of like a handcrafted procedural version of it. Oh man, I'd be super into that. We should speak it out loud and say, make sure that Petri and the team hear it, right? Because I think they're early access. Anything's possible. Yeah, Docky said, so blood can douse you enough to not, and you don't catch fire if you're in blood. I've been avoiding at the end of the Tunnel Man screen. Oops. Yes, puzzle mod. Docky, Mario Maker X Noida. Not sure if blood is electricity sensitive. I'm not sure either. So this thing has good recharge time, not good cast delay, 3 capacity, minus spread. It's a fine wand. It's nothing super great. Oh wait, there's an enemy down there. So Nick tends to walk away from the enemies. I don't really believe in that because they drop money. And I'm at 44 health, and this weapon I have. I want that. I really want that. Let's do this. This is maybe bad, but oh god, I got stuck. Let's get that money. Let's get that sweet. Oh, you meanie. Oh boy, the money's all in the. Ugh, okay, I didn't think that through. Right, it turned into a vat of poison, and all the money is in the vat of poison. Oh no, and this is even a dead end. Okay, let's fly back out of here. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to say is 17 health is not a good amount of health. So I need to get the hell out of here. So the hell out of here always means going down, right? Because going down will eventually get you to the exit. Let's not get set on fire. Let's wait over here. I haven't seen any water yet in this seed, which is not good. Right? Again, I'm at 17 health. I think honestly, so this is where my patience comes in, right? I have to wait it out. This fire over here goes, whoa, no, I don't have to wait anything out. That fire dude is gonna murder me if I don't get out of here. Yeah, let's get out of here. We need to get out of here. This is not the direction I want to take, but it's the direction I'm going to take. And hopefully... Whoops. Sorry, that's me accidentally losing focus. Okay, so now we have a choice to make, right? So now I have to actually look at this wand and decide whether I want to buy it. So no shuffle, 1 cast, decent times, pretty good recharge. 6 capacity is really good. It has a lot of spread though. But I think I just I want to have my machine gun. This doesn't seem that great. Let's replace that. Okay, let's go back to our standard weapon. Oh man, this is not. This is gonna be a dead end, right? For sure, this is gonna be a dead end. Ooh, collapse mines. We're pretty far in dangerous territory now. I think going this far to the left is again a bad idea for me. Oh, let's see. Oh, there's another wand over there. Why am I doing this? Don't do it. Stop. I love explosions too much. Oh, pyromaniac here. No. I mean, maybe, but no. Like, just because a wand is new doesn't make it good. Right, that's another thing. And maybe that wand is amazing and I'm overlooking something, but I don't think that's true, so I'm just gonna not kill it. There's another egg, but this is not a familiar egg. I guess I have to like put something in it. I don't understand this game well enough, right? Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. Like nothing useful. Oh boy, let's not have this dude. You know what? You just do you. And get killed somehow. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Let's get out of here. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm missing. It's just me, And I'm missing everything in the chat, so I hope you guys are answering each other's questions. Oh, that egg didn't crack, just got buried in coal. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so I don't know what the fish do here. But this heals me, and this refills all my numbers. I got 214, summon egg. So that has 2 eggs on it. Energy sphere with timer. Burning trail. Slime ball, which Zach liked a lot yesterday. Teleporting cast, which is another thing Zach liked a lot. So let's get the slime ball and the teleporting cast. Right, so now I'm in the mode where I can, you know, have spells up here in my inventory, and I can pull them onto things. So for example, I can put this onto here and then test it. So let's see what that does. So the slime balls do 6 damage, which is double of what that does. Oh, sorry, it's not. Let's put that on here. The only thing I don't like about this, oh my god, this is pretty good. I wish that thing went farther. Right? So Daki says, oh, Daki, the icons for new powers and such have no tooltips on gamepad. Ugh, that's bad. Right, because now this is the part that is questionably the core of the game, but also not, right? Like you can take it or leave it. I made an argument for this being like depth on demand or whatever you want the game to be on demand. If you don't engage with this part, I don't think you're playing the game wrong, or I don't have an opinion, honestly. Let's have 6 bombs on that. This still seems fine. Which one do I want to be the teleport? How does that fare on there? Seems fine. But I would like a teleportation spell, so let's take this off, put this here, see what that does. Let's not teleport into the wall, if possible. That's doing nothing. What? Oh, this teleports the thing! Okay. So here's what that's good for, right? If you have a thing that normally explodes right on you, this will teleport it away before it... Here, let's demo this. So, for example, if I do this... Do I have to order them differently? Shuffle, no. Spellcast 1. Okay. What you're experiencing here is that I don't know what I'm doing. So whatever. Ix says, alright, I wasn't smart enough to figure out how to modify wands after playing for 2 hours. Because it doesn't... This is exactly what Daki's saying, right? It's obtuse, right? It's obtuse. Again, I don't like that this doesn't have a far range, but I'm just going to have a melee build. Fire immunity, all-seeing eye, saving grace. I do like fire immunity. What if you teleport the pink spheres? Would they go further? That's... Well, I can't... Let's try this. I can't put them on that wand that I want them to be on because they're... Let's try this and see what happens. So it's not... I don't know. It's casts a spell from the closest enemy. Oh, there's no enemy, right? Interesting. What does that mean? You know what? I'm going to keep this on there so that I can, like, teleport shots into closed spaces. Let's see if that works, and we use this as our main shotgun. So here I'd actually take the all-seeing eye, because now I can see everywhere always. I've never had that perk. It looks really cool. Okay, so... Oh, Kevin says it doesn't have the effect because I don't have enough mana for it. Oh, that's not great. Okay, let's see where this is going now. Hey, bud. Okay. So this is obviously does a lot of damage, right? The DPS on this is amazing if I can get in, right? I just have to get in on the fight. So let's see if that, right? I can't stay far away from the enemies, otherwise that's going to do absolutely nothing. That didn't kill it? Are you kidding me? There. Let's get the gold. Wait, you didn't drop gold? That's weird. Uh-oh. There's the Bat Mom. I do not want to deal with the Bat Mom. I don't really want to deal with this guy either. There we go. Let's get the... So you can pick up the gold that's just like lying around like that. Oh, here's the thing I'm going to explain right now because I think it's amazing. So, which of these flasks... Oh, man, Bat Mom is following me. I do not want to deal with Bat Mom. Bat Mom spews out a lot of bat babies, and it's really, really frustrating. And I can't really get in on the fight with Bat Mom. So let's... Okay, let's try to be smart about this. Okay. Oh, no! Okay, get to the water. Quick, get to the water. 23 health already? What the okay, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here first. This is not great. Okay, so here's what you can do. And let's hope that Bat Mom doesn't pop... Oh, there's Bat Mom. We need to get out of here. I'm gonna have to bomb my way through here. Oh boy. There we go. Live, Andy, live. Wasn't gonna happen. Bat Mom. Yeah, Bennett calls them bats. I mean, they're obviously not bats, right? Let's watch the... Let's save the death replay. I kind of liked what just happened. Save as GIF. So you can do this. This is an experimental feature. I like big explosion deaths, so I'll just save it to an animated GIF. And I think I can open my GIF directory and put it somewhere else later. So let's just do that later. Explosion, but let's see. Save death. Already did that. Let's do new game. Let's just do a normal run. Actually, it's 11:02. I probably shouldn't be doing this. But the thing I wanted to show you before I sign off is progress. Right, so here are all the elements of the game. And yeah, the perks have pretty obvious names, right? So you can look at this later. This is, I find, super useful, right? Because if you know the perk already, now you're like, oh, wand radar, detects nearby wands, because it doesn't show what they do. Yeah, Docky, the animated GIF stuff is amazing. And so here's all the other stuff, like luminous drill with timer, luminous drill, right? What does all this stuff do? You can look it up if you've seen it. Now the creatures are like Hidenkivi, Pikutuli Kapanen, right? I don't know. I'm doing a terrible job of Finnish, probably, right? But like I just died to Surlepako. Well, I actually died to an explosion, but the explosion was initiated by my fear of Surlepako and Lepako. So this is a cool. I think this is a cool thing. 0 secrets found. That's cool. 22 out of 54, 72. Right. I'm like 30% into whatever the game is. Maybe, sorta, kinda, ish. There's a story I'm been told. I don't know what that means yet. Yeah, 238 spells. It's a lot. This definitely goes all in on the maximalism of like, let's just throw in everything and see what happens. The number of secrets is secret. Yep. I think there's just like some areas that are not immediately exposed to you. Let's continue because I don't want that rain to be the last thing you hear. Oh, Lepako is literally bat in Finnish. That's cool. Well, Noita is wizard, right? So these things potentially are all like, yeah. Bennett probably looked this up. That's probably just what a bat is. The question though is, is Surlepako, is that Surlepako is probably how it's pronounced. Which, right? Sorry. Surlepako, is that the mother of bats? Maybe someone can look that up. I wasn't gonna play. I just like the ambient noise of what's going on in the caves. Actually, the song, the music, and the noise and the weird like sound effects of this game are not spoken about enough yet. And oh, large bat, perfect. I should just look that. I'm gonna have like Google Translate open so I can see what those things mean and do. Let me pause this, see what's going on in the chat, and then sign off. Kevin says, bummer about the runs, but the content this morning has been great. Thanks, Kevin. I mean, I haven't gotten around the last couple of weeks. I think I beat the game, so I never got to Noita. Um, Spore Prince says it's great how much they've been changing and adding. Yeah, I only really got into it a couple of weeks ago, so I don't really know. Yeah, Kevin already answered for Docky. You have to turn the death replay on. It's not on by default, right? I think if you go to options, and then where is it? Click on game damage numbers, replay recorder, right? It's an experimental feature. No one I know has had problems with it yet, but maybe it's not fully explained. Maybe it crashes sometimes. Hexel says if you ever want to look at some interaction in more detail, F11 lets you enter that GIF mode whenever, I think. Yeah, let's try that. I think I've heard of this, F11. Right. But it's going to be like a limited... Obviously, this is... Well, can I set that budget higher? Set that budget to the replay budget. Let's just go nuts, right? Why not? Let's see if it makes it a lot more frames. So let's play a bit. Ooh. Immediate wands. Wow. So this is not the daily, so this isn't, you can't replicate this, but there are like a million wands here. Ooh. Oh, there's a teleportation on there too. Wow. Kind of feel like I need to play the seed now, but also I don't need to play the seed now. Right, so now I have water and I can just douse myself. Okay, so let's press F11 now. Left click. 33.7 seconds. Yeah, it's a lot longer, right? And you can edit this after the fact, right? So left clicks the start frame, right clicks the left frame, and then you can save that part. And you can save it in the resolution. Yeah, cool. Thanks for letting me know about the budget. That really makes a lot of sense. Okay, Ix says I held off because of the early access, but had to get it for the show, like Into the Depths. Yeah, I usually wait until something's out of early access, but in this case, Bennett has just been singing, like has been evangelizing this game for so long that I feel like I had to do it, and it's worth it, I think. If you need to convince anyone to come on the show, tell them it all, but guarantees them at least one sale. Docky settling on a hard 4 wands plus 4 items is super deliberate considering all the fuzzy numbers. Yeah, thank God, right? Thank God it doesn't allow you to have like 18 wands with you. It'd just be, I mean, it would just like add to the complexity and overwhelm. What I am going to do here now, though, is I am going to do save and quit in a second, because I am going to continue the seed later, but I do have to take care of my kid. With that, thank you very much for watching. Be safe, be healthy, stay home, please, 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 please. Docky, I just heard that the UK has extended the stay-at-home order for another 3 weeks. I think that's smart. I hope that, well, I don't hope that we do that here too. Turns out our governor in California is going to do that for sure. It says, GG, thanks for the stream. You're welcome. A couple of housekeeping items. If you want to see us stream Noita when we're doing it, the VODs are there for 30 days right after the fact. But if you want to see it when we're doing it, because we are pretty interactive. And the other day, Zach and Nick were on it too, and it turns out it's trivially easy when the internet works to have someone else just share their screen in Discord, and then I stream that, and we're still all on the call. So it was pretty fun to do that. And listen to the podcast that comes out later today, because we had a couple of ideas of how we could co-op the game. And that sounds pretty fun to do. It's always a little bit of a nightmare because of the time zones. It's easier between Zach and Nick and myself, but like Doug is on the other side of the world. Docky says Doug may have been on the call. It was impossible to tell. Well, maybe it was Doug. We'll never know. So yeah, the podcast Into the Depths Part 2 is coming out later today. Next week we have a guest on who hasn't confirmed yet, but it's, if we get that guest, it's going to be a fantastic, whatever guest we get, it's going to be a fantastic show with it. I've been looking forward to speaking to them for a while now, and it actually is going to put me in a situation where I have to probably spend like 12 to 20 hours in this next week playing all of their games. Well, three of their games. Um, but to go back a bit, if you want to see us live, and we're not, time zones are going to be a problem, but just follow us on Twitch and set notifications on, and then you'll see us live. We also just, because we're doing this more often now, we just got affiliate status, which I think means that going forward, when I do that, you can actually, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can use your Twitch Amazon Prime thing to subscribe, which I think gives us $5 a month, which is actually not a bad way to support the show. But I have to set that up, but I'll let everyone know when that happens. But all of this is optional. Docky says I have Twitch alerts on my phone for this. That makes a difference. Cool. Thanks a lot. Right. So it's like, it makes it easier to just follow stuff, because it's unlikely that we'll have a hard schedule for that anytime soon, other than these Friday shows, right? This was me trying to maybe do this 3 times a week. I can't pull that off reliably, at least not during the semester, right? Because I have like a bunch of students who, rely on me professionally, and I really, really can't let the students down ever, and definitely, and 10 times more not right now. But do all that, follow the show, go on, figure out how to get the podcast. It's going to be up later. It's fun. I thought it was going to be 60 minutes. I didn't think we'd have a whole lot to talk about. We had a ton to talk about, so much to talk about. And I think I do a little bit too much talking, but oh well. I don't always do that. I hope. I don't know, actually. I'm a little bit oblivious to that, I guess. I hear a scream. Okay, with that, have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful week. Hope to see you on the stream in the next couple of days when we do Noita again ad hoc. And see you next Friday. And Taki says you don't talk too much. I think I maybe do on this specific show. But I'd actually be interested to hear whether that's the case or not. You're very welcome, Docky. I love to do it. I love doing the stream. Because I don't know, right? It's when I get into lecture mode, it's pretty natural for me because that's my job. But sometimes I think I go too far into different areas that I could very much abstract away. Live and learn, as they say. Have a wonderful weekend. I am going to do. I kind of think you can see a little corner of it here. I think. I don't know. That's my new synthesizer that just arrived on Wednesday, and I've had like all of an hour to mess around with it. That's going to be my weekend. I can't wait. Maybe in the future. Yep, Docky, it's the synth baby. It's a big baby. It's a 20 kilo heavy baby, which is a big baby. But yeah, man, it's a beast. It's the thing I've post graphic photos on Twitter. I will. Actually, I promised the music store I bought it from, Russo Music in Asbury Park, New Jersey, that I would put up an Instagram post with a hashtag to them to thank them for the deal that they cut me. And then I'll post to that on our Twitter, because boy, oh boy, this thing is fun to mess around with. It's my, whatever, you guys, I'm pretty candid about all this stuff. Pretty sure that's not the way you're supposed to do Twitch, but I'm turning 50 soon. This is my present from my family to myself for my 50th. And it's a good quarantine thing to do, I think. So have a great weekend. Have a great week. Be safe. Be healthy. Stay home. Minimize your interfacing. All of that jazz. Next time we speak, I might be a homeowner. I'll report back. Hope you're all doing great. Thanks a lot for joining. Spread the word. We love what we do. I want to do more of it. I kind of always want to do more of it, even though we're already doing more of it. So, Unparalleled says thank you for the stream, Andy. You're welcome. Be safe. I appreciate you all a ton, and I will speak to you next week.